Overthinking is probably the easiest thing to do. When somebody looks at you weird, you start overthinking about what they're looking at, why they gave you that weird glance, or your boyfriend goes off to do something and doesn't text you back and you start overthinking about it. Overthinking comes from insecurities. And I wanted to give you the #1 tool that you need to be able to nip overthinking in the butt. I've definitely been obviously an overthinker. I think we all are, and it's something that we work on a daily basis. But working on not overthinking is actually going to bring a lot more energy, a lot more confidence, and a lot less stress to your life. So let's dive into that one thing I want to share with you to help you from overthinking, to just stop that altogether so you're not going off on this tangent and down this, self-sabotage road that's going to like destroy your relationship or whatever it is that you're overthinking in your life. We have a tendency to overthink surrounding the areas we feel most vulnerable about. If we feel vulnerable that we're going to be left in a relationship, we may have an overthinking about that person cheating on us or not being happy in the relationship. If we overthink, other people staring at us and looking at us in a weird way, maybe we're insecure about a way that we look, or we just assume or imagine that people are making judgments about us. The way that we show up to overthinking, it gives opportunity for other things to take our energy. If we want to hold on to our vital energy, we want to be happy, we want to be in our body, we want to feel content and inspired, we have to stop overthinking, because overthinking takes away from our ability to be present. It takes us down roads that self-sabotage, to be quite honest. They bring just anxiety and just unnecessary thoughts and feelings that don't need to be there. So the #1 way that I stopped overthinking in my life was as soon as I started to overthink. First off, you have to have a level of awareness. When you start overthinking, you take a deep breath and you acknowledge that the thoughts are not real. That you are in control of your emotions, you are in control of the situation that is at hand, and you have the ultimate ability to move beyond it. That this experience doesn't need to be one that you're programming yourself to just sabotage, to go off on a tangent. This can be an experience that actually provides you the opportunity to be in a deeper state of presence, taking that deep breath, and either communicating with whatever is happening or communicating with yourself on a deeper level. Whenever I begin to overthink, I take it as an opportunity, like I just said, to get into a deeper presence with my body. I take a deep breath. If I'm having an experience where I'm overthinking in a relationship in my life, sometimes I communicate, but I don't communicate until I'm in a state of just ease and harmony. A few years ago, I struggled with overthinking, and why I've been relating it to relationships so much is a few years ago, probably 2 years into Jake and I's relationship, we've been together for about 5, I had a lot of insecurities coming up with feeling like I would be left. I had an interesting relationship with that in my life. I had, a boyfriend cheat on me. I had my dad cheated on my mom. So I had all these insecurities that came up around that. So whenever things would happen that I would get skeptical on, right? Maybe it's something that you just feel skeptical about, or somebody looked at you funny and it makes you feel like, what are they thinking? You go off. And when, say Jake didn't text me back, he was somewhere, blah, blah, I would get skeptical. I would overthink. And that was really, really toxic to not only me, but our relationship, because A, it wasn't true, and B, it didn't feel good. So every time I would go to overthink, I would reaffirm in my body. I would take that deep breath, I would get really, really present, and I would acknowledge that that isn't real. That fear, that overthinking is coming and stemming from a deep insecurity that I'm holding within my body, and that I don't want that insecurity there anymore, so I'm going to work on releasing it in this moment. I'm going to take the opportunity to take a breath, to get really, really present, and if I felt the need or the desire to talk with Jake or share with a friend that I was having an insecurity around, then I would take the opportunity to do that. But I wouldn't do it until I was in a state of just ease and abundance, rather than overthinking like, oh my gosh, this is going on, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that, you know, that's when you get yourself in a situation that doesn't feel good, that doesn't provide growth to the relationship. When we hit times when we're overthinking, there are actually opportunities that are arising within our experience to show us where there's a deep insecurity hiding, and one that we need to acknowledge and breathe through, that we need to be extremely present and patient with. So if you're dealing with overthinking, whatever that situation looks like for you, be it in a relationship, be it with feeling judged by outer experiences, you know, judging yourself, or feeling a fear and not feeling like you can go be a public speaker, whatever brings overthinking into your experience, be aware of it. When you start overthinking, be aware and take a deep breath, get really present in your body and ask where it's coming from. What fear is it stemming from? And look at it on a closer level. Is it something that's 10 times out of 10, it's gonna be something that you're making up on an internal level because it's a program that you're used to having. My program was that, you know, partnerships that I was in have cheated on me. So that was a program that was false in the relationship I was in, but it was real in my body. So I was trying to make it real in my life. When you can start contemplating on a deeper level what that insecurity is, you can start acknowledging that it may be real in your body, but it's not real in your life. And we want our life to align with good. So we need to start aligning these deeper unconscious programs, insecurities, with things that are going to feel better and bring better to us. So I really hope that this video helped you in some way, shape, or form. I didn't really know much about what I was going to say, so it kind of just like spewed out, so I hope you enjoyed it. But overthinking is something that sabotages many of our lives, and I really don't want it to continue sabotaging yours. I really didn't want it to continue sabotaging mine, and once I started practicing a deeper love, a deeper patience, and more presence, it started, you know, releasing from my body. I haven't experienced this self-sabotage for a really, really long time. And that was something I was in the cycle and pattern of doing for many years. And once I started getting present with the feeling, I started releasing it, you know, that self-sabotage, that overthinking was replaced with just ease and clarity. Clarity that I'm living a good life, I have a good life, and all is good that's happening. So let go of that control, get really present, and just let the experience become something that promotes more good rather than an overthinking that's going to take you down the rabbit hole. My name is Ashley Ducey. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If this is something you really enjoyed or a conversation you liked, let me know if you want to hear more of it. I'm open to what you guys have to say, what it is you want to hear more about. So make sure you comment in the comments below what your favorite part was, something you want to hear more of, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. I'm sending you so much love. You are so loved. Overthinking is normal, but if you want to change it, it's possible, and you can change it with what I shared with you, with your presence and with your light and with your ability to release. So I will see you on the next video. Bye. Thanks so much for watching my video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, press that bell notification to be notified every single time I post a video. My name is Ashley Ducey with ashleyducey.com, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.